Hi. So it's always tough being at the end, especially with a cool crowd like those three guys. It's really an international pitch competition with Finnish, Estonian, Dutch, and Danish companies. So we're the new kid on the block from Denmark. We started the company in August last year and got FSA approval this Monday, and has just boarded the first 1,000 clients. So by the way, I just had a tooth removed yesterday, so if I'm drooling, you know why. So, we've been hearing a lot about branches today. If I can get this presentation working. There you have it. So let's just imagine if we in this room together thought upon ourselves to invent banks as a concept today. So imagine a time where banks didn't exist and we were to invent it. We probably wouldn't have started with inventing branches, a lot of people working in the bank, systems where you're queuing up. I know this is overdoing it a bit with the picture, but still, you have all of those physical branches still. So in today's time, if we were to invent banking, we would probably have started mobile. Just go all in mobile initially. And that's what we did with Lunar. We have a full mobile solution on both platforms, iOS and Android. Obviously, we don't have any branches. We don't have any browser-based solution either. So it's purely mobile. And what we want to do is put everything within the mobile solution. So you're applying to become a client within the mobile. You're signing all the documents in the applications. And you're even applying for loans in the applications. So we also heard a lot about timing to sign up. So we have 40 seconds to sign up. So that's a really awful egg. I think so. We actually had a film showing the sign-up process, but sometimes PowerPoint is messing with you. So what we want to do at Lunar is to act as a full-service bank without the license. We don't just want to have deposits and debit cards. We want to have loans. We want to have credit lines, and we even want to have mortgages within the application, all mobile. So if Matthias from Feeder is here somewhere, he would probably call us the lipstick on the pig, and that's actually what we are. So we are building our own applications. Actually, we also have our own backend, so we handle all KYC, all the process initially, and then we have partner banks on the backend. But we have national partner banks, because when you're going out in Europe, you have small subtleties from country to country that you need to fulfill to being able to act as a primary bank. I can give you an example. In Denmark, we have something called an easy account. And an easy account is governed by law. You need to have an easy account as a Dane. So you need to have an account where the tax authorities can pay money to you, where you can get money for education and so on. So if you want to act as a primary bank, you need to have access to the Danish account system. And those subtleties comes in a variety of shapes from different countries both in the Nordic region and in Europe. So on our backend side, we're actually partnering up with numerous partner banks to offer all of the services that I just mentioned. So we want to have loans, we want to have credit cards, overdrafts, and also mortgages within the application right now. And I think that's part of the model also with the partner banks, that from each country, we actually have more than one partner bank. So in our backend, we are routing the client to that partner bank that we see fit for the client's needs. So if you just want to have like a current account and a deposits and a debit card, we'll route you to a specific bank. If you want to have mortgages and you want to apply for a loan to a car, we'll route you to another bank. But you will only experience us as a brand, and you will do everything in our application. So the setup today is that we have integrated with a few Danish partner banks. We have done contracts with partner banks in the Nordic region, and right now we're just going a bit south of the Nordic region also to integrate with more than one partner bank. I think it's a really interesting model, especially when you meet with a lot of banks. You can see that there's really some banks trying to see that the world is evolving right now, and we're getting more and more mobile. So I think the feedback has been tremendous so far, working with a lot of other banks. Some of the features for our solution. So it's basically what you probably see from some of the other challenger banks also. We want to have like intelligent notifications that can help you with your daily life. You're losing, you're getting out of money, you need to apply for a loan maybe, your salary was lower than expected, you have a new bill that you didn't see coming. So really working actively with notifications for aiding in your daily life and not for interrupting too much. We have small features also, such as you can activate and control your card within your application. That's something that was unheard of in the Nordic regions just months ago. And then simple features just to aid you in your daily life also. We are paying your bills with your own money, of course, but we're putting them in the system, and we can assist you with your daily finances, so your daily life with experience banking will be so much easier. Our model has two sides to it. So right now in this beta phase we launched, as most challenges do, with a free account, a free card, and limited feature access. So we have like payments and transfers and also savings with this debit card. And then coming on to the subscription model that we're implementing this May, if I can get it to switch, where you're able to get all feature access, overdrafts, and a concierge-like service where you can call us up with all the questions and things that we might assist you with. Besides that, we have a revenue share model with the partner banks on the back end. So that's a revenue share model on all the loans and the credit lines that we offer, because the solvency is actually from the partner banks' pockets. So there's a revenue share model besides the subscription model. So we have our own side and we have the intake from the partner banks. It's almost a cliche to be talking about millennials. So I would say that's really in the lower end of the millennial segment that we are attracting. We see both millennials. We actually saw around 17% on our waiting list from digital natives, people below 18. So it's the younger part of the segment. So and what we do to attract those guys is spending a lot of time on social. We have used influencers for distributing knowledge of our application and of the card. And it's really cool to see when you have an influencer with 250,000 followers on Instagram that you give a dinner or something, and then she puts it online, and an hour after you have 580 new people on your wait list. So that's a really solid way of attracting clients. And also our biggest platform right now is actually Snapchat. So we have around 70% engagement rate for all our followers on Snapchat. And that's by far our biggest platform to communicate with. And so if any of you are on Snapchat, you might as well just pick up your phone and scan the icon now and then follow us on Snapchat. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ken. I saw Massimo take pictures, so let's a lot of pictures. Okay.
You have shown us two types of business models. Yeah, some customers get it for free, and some pay a fee. For the customers that get it for free, do you plan to lose money on them?
To lose or to earn?
To lose.
We probably do. I think we see that the segments already we have applied now that we will probably have a lot more clients applying for loans. Probably not paying to the subscription model, but by applying for loans, going after the mortgage and credit line. So I think we will use that against the free clients so they can continue using the service for free.
Who are the partner banks you already signed up?
So I can name the first one that we started with, because right now we're implementing with the next three. The first one was a Danish bank called Copenhagen Cooperative Bank. And what we saw when we started was that we were rather new in the space, that banks were reluctant to do business with us, so we started with a very small bank. And right now the next three that we have done integrations with is like top 5 in each country. So we can see that the mindsets of the banks are really moving rather fast.
What can you say about your competitors? And the second question, how long you will stay independent from the banks?
What was the first question, sorry?
Competitors, because it's
competitors.
Modern, yes.
Yeah. So
is it easy to make another solution similar to yours?
Probably. I think, we started in the Nordic region, and if we were to start in Germany, we would probably have called Wirecard as everybody else is doing, and they would know, BaFin would know the setup, so we could be up and running rather fast. In Denmark and over in Sweden, you have 25 to 30 stakeholders to just go live with different entities, different segments, and so on. So it's really tough going live with primary bank accounts in the Nordic. So I maybe seeing like incumbent banks trying to compete more in our space than the challenger banks that we have been hearing so far. And the second question was?
How long you will stay independent from the banks?
Hopefully.
Should buy a solution.
Yeah, but I think if you're talking about getting closer to banks, it may be a bit difficult since we have relationship with a lot of banks and integration with a lot of partner banks also. So I think that helps us being independent for quite some time.
Ken, I have a question. You are now marketing this for $9.95, I believe, per month, your solution. Is that correct?
Yeah, from me.
And so does that include the interest on the overdraft, or is that limited somehow?
No, it does on the overdraft. So you have access to 1,500 euros in overdraft facility on the subscription model also. So that's included.
Very good. We'll think about this a little bit more. There's one more question. I think if we have time, I'm not sure when we're supposed to stop, but...
How do you vet for anti-money laundering in 47 seconds?
So, working with partner banks on the back end, we have a lot of positive upsides, and I would say we have a positive thing also in the Nordic region, that we have specific national ideas systems, something called Easy Account in Denmark, it's called Bank ID in Norway and Sweden, so that helps us a lot with identifying the client. So we are, when working on our office, we sit 20 people today, we have actually access to the partner bank's backend system also, so we can look up the client and see if there's any alert if you had death records or, something else. So we're getting that from the bank systems.
So we have between 47 and I guess 120 seconds. Jason.
Hey there. Snapchat, a lot of social media, seems very much B2C, yet I guess you're describing a B2B style of business model. Do you see customers being Lunar Way customers, no matter what is the bank behind you? Or does that bank offer something that becomes theirs that's somewhat of a white label?
On a structural level also in regards to FSA, the client has like a two-side relationship. So they are actually clients within the partner bank and users with our application. But we spend quite some time in working with contracts, so we have like a pull right on all clients that we can ask them within the application, do you want to follow us? And then we can cut the partner bank out of the equation if we want to.
Excellent. I'm afraid we have to stop. Thank you very much. Ken, give him a hand.